Do not presume that richness or poorness will bring you happiness. In my deepest wound, I saw your glory, and it dazzled me. There is nothing frightening in the dark if you just face it. If everything seems under control, you're not going fast enough. It's what's in yourself that makes you happy or unhappy. The fruit of empty hopes is more bitter than the saddest truth. Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. If you think you have enough knowledge, you are still ignorant. Always be a learner. To have a human form of a joyful thing, but in the universe of possible forms, there are others just as good. It is better to be divided by truth than united in error. Never give up. Things that you keep dreaming about will happen one day. Instinct is a makeshift, an admission of helplessness before the problem of reality. When you are identified with the One, all things will be complete to you. It's not whether you get knocked down, it's whether you get up. When I stopped to take a breath, I noticed I had wings. Supreme excellence consists of breaking the enemy's resistance without fighting. Being brave means that knowing when you fail, you won't fail forever. Waiting for changing opinions is like waiting for nothing. A lion chased me up a tree, and I greatly enjoyed the view from the top. There's more beauty in truth, even if it is dreadful beauty. Our fingerprints don't fade from the lives we've touched. Life is a bittersweet journey, my friend, a bittersweet journey. Apparent confusion is a product of good order, apparent cowardice of courage, apparent weakness of strength. Now I know what success is, living your truth, sharing it. You never know who you're inspiring or uninspiring. People notice more than you think. Your preciousness lies in your essence. It cannot be lost by anything that happens. A kind gesture can reach a wound that only compassion can heal. Between living and dreaming, there is a third thing. Guess it. To realize the truth, you have to cross the boundaries of all religions and prophets. Filter out the irrelevant noise. Focus on the objective. Rely not on the likelihood of the enemy's not coming, but on our own readiness to receive him. Kindness is a language which the deaf can hear and the blind can see. My only advice is to stay aware, listen carefully, and yell for help if you need it. Only those people create history who doesn't live in the future. It was the truth, and like any truth, it was powerful. Ability will never catch up with the demand for it. I live my life in widening circles that reach out across the world. When I get sad, I stop being sad and be awesome instead. I had forgotten how much light there is in the world till you gave it back to me. Be wiser than other people if you can, but do not tell them so. Reason is, and ought only to be the slave of the passions. Conformity to the present is invisibility to the future. Great men are like eagles and build their nest on some lofty solitude. Nature's pleased with simplicity, and nature is no dummy. Treat your men as you would your own beloved sons, and they will follow you into the deepest valley. The world as we have created it is a process of our thinking. It cannot be changed without changing our thinking. Luck implies an absolute absence of any principle. One may know how to conquer without being able to do it. It is not death that a man should fear, but he should fear never beginning to live. The only way you can know where the line is if you cross it. It is only after the deepest darkness that the greatest joy can come. Mastering others is strength. Mastering yourself is true power. Darkness ages faster than you think. It doesn't loiter on forever. Let the speaker speak truly, and the judge decide justly. What the caterpillar calls the end, the rest of the world calls a butterfly. One defends when his strength is inadequate. He attacks when it is abundant. Do not let the roles you play in life make you forget who you are. Respect is earned. Honesty is appreciated. Trust is gained. Loyalty is returned. I never said it would be easy. I only said it would be worth it. But only he who, himself enlightened, is not afraid of shadows. In making tactical dispositions, the highest pitch you can attain is to conceal them. Man is no longer an artist. He has become a work of art. Life is fragile. We're not guaranteed a tomorrow, so give it everything you've got. Life happens, shit happens, and it happens a lot, to a lot of people. Communism is the final logic of the dehumanization of man. To be wealthy and honored in an unjust society is a disgrace. When I let go of what I am, I become what I might be. The best knowledge is knowing yourself and your inner being. We swallowed the chaos because we knew we didn't want to be ordinary. In war, then, let your great object be victory, not lengthy campaigns. Notice the difference between being in control and needing control. He who controls others may be powerful, but he who has mastered himself is mightier still. Everything that is done in this world is done by hope. It's good to do uncomfortable things. It's weight training for life. It is an acceptance of being uncomfortable that drives change. I'm not pretty. I'm not beautiful. I'm as radiant as the sun. You're only young once, but you can be immature forever. I was never aware of any other option but to question everything. If you fight with all your might, there is a chance of life, whereas death is certain if you cling to your corner. No one is useless in this world who lightens the burdens of others. But every difference of opinion is not a difference of principle. I is for integrity. Be honest with yourself and others. Excuses are merely nails used to build a house of failure. I'd rather hear an ugly truth rather than an obscure lie. Better a diamond with a flaw than a pebble without. Patience is the only way you can endure the gray periods. Knowledge of the enemy's dispositions can only be obtained from other men. Don't worry about the negative people may say about you. Learn from it and move on. No matter how good you get, you can always get better, and that's the exciting part. When you take control of your attitude, you take control of your life. Being defeated is often a temporary condition. Giving up is what makes it permanent. Therefore, the good fighter will be terrible in his onset and prompt in his decision. If quick, I survive. If not quick, I am lost. This is death. The better organized the state, the duller its humanity. A ship is always safe at shore, but that is not what it's built for. Some things you hear with your ears, others you hear with your heart. No matter how safe and beautiful it is, a cage is still a cage. The superior man understands what is right. The inferior man understands what will sell. As soon as you trust yourself, you will know how to live. Hold yourself back or heal yourself back together. You decide.